Hi folks, welcome back to the Horde. So it's a little bit after 4 o'clock. It is October 13th, 2015. Welcome to Tuesday. It's about 18.8 degrees Celsius, 74% humidity. We had some on and off rain today. I don't know. So here we are. I just want to show you guys the Honda ATC200. This is the second time I've had to make this video. My wife will probably come home in the middle of it, which means it'll be the third time I have to make it, but let's try to squeeze it out. Two things. Let's talk about timing these things first. Okay, if I had to time one of these things, it's easy. Remember, man up, right? Up, man up, lobes down, right? So what you do is you take that cap off, and you could see somebody had a lot of trouble getting that cap off. But you take that cap off, and you make sure the fire line is right in the center. I got the UPS guy or somebody showing up. And I don't know, could you guys see this? See the fire? Not top dead center, fire. Right? You make sure you align the fire line right here. So that's first of all. Secondly, if you look at this, you'll see right where that bolt is, kind of a circle, and that has to line. There's a notch up here, and your lobes have to be loose, right? So you take the caps off and you make sure these are loose. That means your lobes are down, your cam lobes are down, right? Man up, right? You're on fire, you're up, and your cams are loose. That's all great. The other thing you need to do is this thing at that point should be aimed straight up, right? And it should be aligned perfectly with your CDI. Right, so it should be lined perfectly with this, and by that I'm talking the magnetic part. See this part here, right? It's got to be lined perfectly with the CDI. So this on fire, not top dead center, right? Because you're firing the piston. You're not a top dead center when you fire the piston. You're a little before. So this on fire, right? Lined right there. This with the circle, dead center. Your two pins loose, right? Your valves loose, right? That means your lobes are down. This thing aimed right at the CDI. Then you're timed. Let's say that I had to time up a TRX200. He's got a little cap, but you would take this off and you would see the same thing. You would see a hole, and you would line this up such that it was right there on fire. Oh, wait a second. No, this has the pulsar right on the flywheel, so you don't have that whole timing chain thing to do. You really can't mess up the timing on these because your pulsar is right next to your stator. But what you do is you set your top dead center and you set your chain for when you're trying to time up your valves. So you can't screw up the ignition with that. Perfect, a training on me. So that was one thing I wanted to cover. On these things here, see the way that is keyed right there? It's raining on me. See the way that is keyed right there? and if I turn it over, it's keyed on the bottom. You can actually pull this thing out, rotate it 180, and put it back in, right? The way I know this thing is timed properly, this notch and this are close together, right? If you flip it out the other way, you'll be a mile apart. So these two things have to be somewhat near each other. What happened to this bike? Bring this in so it doesn't get too wet. It's been kind of raining on and off all day, so it's been slowing down any progress I might have made. On this bike, this is the problem with having a hoard. You have crap all over the place. On this bike, I'm not exactly sure what transpired, but you see that little dog leg right there by my thumb? See the way this one's broken off? See the way this is loose? All broken up? See the way this is torn up? See the way this is torn up? And it was missing the pin, and where the pin went into the crank here, right there. I don't know if you guys can see it. It's a little damaged. So I'm not sure if the bolt loosened up, which allowed this to kind of back away, or I mean, there's quite a bit of carnage in here, though. And all these seem very loose.
Did you get the mail?
Yes. Camera on.
What?
My camera is on. So, I'm not sure what exactly transpired. My other problem is, and it's one of the reasons why I haven't fired this bike up yet, this is very loose. You know what? I'm not sure that's supposed to be quite that loose either. I don't think it is. I think I'm going to end up having to pull the head off this thing and see what's really going on. Right. Somebody was obviously in here. See the way this is black and this is gray, right? So somebody was in. Somebody did some work on this thing. They did halfway decent work though, because I mean they managed to put the hoses back on. None of the bolts look stripped. It doesn't look all screwed up, but somebody futzed around with it. It has compression, and the little quick timing check I did on it, the timing is pretty close. As a matter of fact, I think the timing is right on. So other than a loose chain, I don't think anything else is wrong in there. But I am gonna have to check to see. I don't think they're supposed to be that loose. I'm gonna have to go up to the garage and pull another cylinder head, or grab another cylinder head and check it out, see what's going on with it. Alright, so I hope the timing helped. Remember, lobes of the cam down, the little circle on the cam gear up, right? And why is that important? You can actually take that gear, turn it 180 and bolt it up, right? So you really don't want to do that. One of the reasons, so you know, so you got to make sure, once again, your lobes are down, which makes sure your valves are closed, right? And that circle is right on top. Also, you got to make sure your crank's in the right place. You want to be at the fire position. Remember the little F right there where the notch is. So remember, lobes down, right? My fingers down, and the fire position on the crank up, and that little circle up. Also, your magnetic pulsar, the magnetic side, has to be up, and this should be dead center on your CDI, your pulsar unit, the pulsar for the CDI, right? Makes sense, right? You want to be at exactly the right place when everything fires, right? F stands for fire, and all that puts everything right where it needs to be. And in my case, I'm not exactly sure why something got loose. Well, I'm beginning to wonder if well, if this cover's on, though, I think it'll hold it in, right, with that cover on. I think that holds it right in place. Okay. Where did I lose that mangy cover? Anyway, I think that cover holds it in place. So now it's just a matter of maybe the bolt loosened up, and that's why it made a mess. I don't know. Before I get to put it back together again, though, I do want to get to the bottom of this mystery, because I really don't want to put all this time and effort into this bike and have it just screw up again, right? I have a fair size hoard of parts, but one would be amazed how quickly you can destroy them and not have parts that you need. Oh, one of my YouTubers offered me an alignment pin. I took one off a parts bike, so I'm good, but I do thank you for that part number. Right now, once again, I think I'm good. I don't think I need one, but if I do, I'll get in touch with you. Anyway, folks, I want to thank you all for watching and commenting and subscribing. Remember to keep your feet down, keep your head up, and guys, remember to get out there and enjoy all your days. Make sure you have fun. Oh, here it is. Yeah, if that's on there, it shouldn't move much. It moves a little bit. It does appear to be missing a spacer. There is a wavy washer, as they're kind of known. I don't see that in there, so maybe that caused him some of his trouble. Alright, folks, I want to thank you all for watching and commenting and subscribing. Remember to keep your feet down, keep your head up, and guys, remember to enjoy all your days. Get out there and have fun, have yourselves a few laughs. Look at the beautiful colors. And take care. We'll catch up with you all soon. Bye now.